Guys, so another video today of one of our clients that we manage Google Ads campaigns for. So this is a client based in Charlotte, North Carolina. They run a residential cleaning service. So as you can see here, when the Google Ads account just picked up the last month's worth of data. So I just wanted, in this video, I wanted to run you through how we're structured, what strategies we're using, and the sorts of results that we're getting. So as you'll see here, we've got 91 clicks last month, spent just over $1,000. Lots of data here, don't worry too much about it. We generated 34 leads at a 37% conversion rate and a $30 cost per lead. So $34 leads generated in the last month. This conversion rate number here, 37%, is really, really high. That is basically saying that for for every 3 people that click on our ad, at least one of those people is calling us up or filling out an online form to ask for some further information. So usually I aim to get 20% plus long term with the clients that I work with. So 37% is really high here. The 34 leads in the last 30 days, $1,000 spent in the Charlotte, North Carolina area. So just very briefly, in terms of how we're set up, let me just show you some of the keywords. We are running basically a mix of different match types. The match types, for those of you that don't know, is basically us giving Google an ability to show variations of the keyword here. So an exact match is very, very specific. So if someone types in specifically maid service Charlotte or something very, very close to that, then that would this keyword would be triggered. When we go from exact match to broad match and phrase match, basically phrase match and broad match are us giving Google some more variation, ability to show us variants of that. So if someone types in cleaning services, our advert would show, but in this case, if someone put best cleaning company, Google would probably see that as a variation of cleaning services and show our ad for that as well. So the reason why we run different match types is that we don't want to restrict ourselves specifically for people that just type in specific searches. One of the stats that Google gives us every year is that 20% of all the searches seen on Google have never been searched for in previous years. So as an example, the term, cleaners near me, the near me term is now very, very common, particularly with people on using mobile. Even 5 years ago, it was much less common. So this is an example of a keyword, a search that has changed over the years. So the reason to mention that example is because when we run phrase match and broad match keywords, that is what we're trying to do. We're trying to put ourselves out in front of all these different variations of people who might actually be in the market for a cleaning service, but may have not typed our specific keyword down here. So as you can see down here, we've got all the usual variations of the keyword, cleaning services Charlotte, housekeeping, professional house cleaning, home cleaning services, all those variants. And we want to be the reason why we have those variants is we want to make sure that we are in front of those people. So using this sort of keyword strategy is absolutely fine, but what you need to do is to make sure that you have a very extensive negative keyword list here. And what the negative keyword list does is that it protects you from irrelevant searches. So there are lots and lots of cleaning related searches happening every day. There are searches like maid service near me or house cleaners in Charlotte. Those are examples of great searches. But examples of less good searches would be, how long does it take to clean my 3-bedroom house? Or apply for a cleaning job near me. Those two examples are people that are much less likely to convert to clients. So when we are, when we have our negative keyword list, that is what is protecting us from those sorts of searches. And this is really, really important, particularly when you're running broader, phrase match and broad match campaigns at the keyword level. So these are the keywords. Let's jump into the search terms. So the search terms are really, what comes out of it, and the search terms are the exact string of words that people are typing into Google and our adverts showing up for. So if you look down this list, we've got a really, really high quality search term, cleaning services Charlotte, maid service Charlotte, home cleaning services. All these people down here are pretty much in the market for a cleaning service. And, when I look down this list, I would say 90% plus of these searches are bang on the money. And that's why it doesn't surprise me that we have such a high conversion rate, that 37%. We will obviously get a couple that fall through the net that are less interesting. Pretty Clean cleaning services, that sounds like a competitor. We want to exclude competitors for smaller budget campaigns. Cleaning Boss, Euroclean, these sound like competitor terms. And in my experience, when you have a smaller budget, it is better to not show up for competitor terms and to put that money more into the maid service near me, house cleaners in Charlotte, those higher converting keywords. So, if someone is typing these in, maybe they have been recommended by a friend to book with this company, or maybe they've booked service and they want to change the time, or maybe they've booked service and then the maid's not shown up. So in all these examples, if someone sees our ad, clicks on the ad, maybe without reading the title and that we're a different company, the conversion rate is going to be a lot lower. So again, this is an example of us just being a lot smarter with our ad spend, putting it into the keywords that are getting us the highest conversion rates. So these are the search terms. These are pretty tight. Generally, if we've got a service, home cleaning services, or a service plus location, maid service Charlotte, cleaning services Charlotte, these are the two types of search terms that we really want to get in front of. And if you've got a really, really tight search term list when you're running your Google ads, you're going to get a high conversion rate. If you're getting a high conversion rate, you're going to be getting a high ROI. So everything starts with your keywords, keyword selection, and then that generates your search terms. If these search terms are off, you're going to get a low conversion rate. You're not going to be getting a good ROI on your Google ads campaign. So as I said, everything comes from this, the search terms. When someone types in that search, they get taken to our landing page. The landing page is really important. If you've got a poor quality landing page, then you are, it doesn't matter if you've got a house cleaning near me search or a maid service in Charlotte search. If they go to a website or a landing page that is very hard to navigate, it's very difficult to know how you get in contact, where is the phone number? How do I email you? How do I contact you? Maybe the landing page looks very bad on mobile. Mobile is more important than desktop now. It doesn't matter the quality of that search traffic. You need the landing page to convert the traffic to leads. So as I said, with the clients that I work with, we aim to get a 20% or higher lead conversion rate. So that means for every 5 people that go to our landing page, we'll expect to get 1 call or 1 inquiry, online inquiry. As I said, with this campaign, we're really, really got a very high conversion rate, so 37%. So over 1 in 3 people, at least 1 in 3 people who click on our ad are getting in touch with us. So the landing page is really important. And then I guess the final thing that is, the next stage and the way that you really squeeze the leads to become clients, your close rate, is just to mention the importance of follow-up. This is something that people, many people talk about, follow-up sequences, nurture campaigns, email marketing. Often that is, part of the same thing, and it's just a follow-up sequence. So at a very simple level, if you get an online inquiry, someone submits a form and says they want some further information, if you email them back and don't hear anything back from them, and then just leave it at that, that is an example of leaving lots of money on the table. You need to be following up with these new leads consistently. So in my business, we have a 14-day follow-up sequence. So Our office managers will call new leads, they will send SMS texts, they will send emails, and they will do that repeatedly every day for 14 days. And before we would say that lead has become colder, and then they go on to a monthly email marketing list. So I can't count the number of times that we've had people that maybe in the second week of follow-up have come back to us and said, I'm so sorry, work has been crazy busy, I still want to book service, let's get you in the calendar. So for people that don't have that follow-up sequence in place, you're leaving a lot of money on the table. So when I'm running Google Ads campaigns for my cleaning company clients, there's three main parts. So the first part is getting the searchers, getting in front of the people that have a high intent to purchase. They're high intent, they're interested in what we do. And that is driven by the keyword selection, and it's also driven by the search term. So if we can get in front of someone that is typing in maid service near me, house cleaners in Charlotte, then we know we're getting in front of the right people. It's far better to be in front of those people than someone who's typing in how long does it take to clean my 3-bedroom property, for example. That person is looking to do it themselves. So the first part is get the keywords and the search terms nailed down. The second part is then sending that traffic to a highly optimized landing page. You need to make sure the landing page it looks equally as good on mobile as it does on desktop. You need to have all your conversion tracking set up, your phone call tracking. If you're getting that right, you should be aiming to get at least a 20% lead conversion rate. So every 5 ad clicks, we're getting 1 phone call, or we're getting 1 online inquiry. When that lead comes in, that's when we come to the third section, and that's the follow-up. So make sure, obviously, when a phone call comes in, you need to make sure you pick up all the calls, and then you can engage with the client. But if it's more on the online inquiry, if someone submits a form, we need to be actively following up with that campaign. So those are the 3 main parts of running a successful Google Ads campaign. If you don't have one of those in place, then your results are going to be a lot lower. So it's important that we have all those 3 sections set up right, performing well, and then you're going to be getting a very high return on your investment. So as I said, this is just another one of these quick videos, but yeah, getting really good results with this client. As I said, 34 leads generated in the last 30 days at a 37% conversion rate. I hope the video is helpful. Let me know if you've got any questions in the comments below. So as you guys will probably know, I as well as having my own cleaning business, we run Google Ads campaigns for many cleaning companies across the world. So if you are interested in us taking a look at your account or potentially managing it for you, I'll leave a link to the website Project 83 in the description below. All right, then I will leave it at that. Many thanks and have a great day.